48th episode of the Nodfast.
March 16th, 2007.
Bring it.
I cut my hair, so I have the official Nodfast haircut now.
Yes, that's right. And
even though I cut my head up. It had been a while since I'd shaved my head.
And it's because it brings us closer to God.
Well, you got to get hip to the hat.
Well, the hilarious thing is it makes us look like some sort of fucking weird cult or skinheads or something, which is so not right.
It's the facial hair, skin hair.
But it's like, no, I'm going bald, and I'm gave up. I had the stupid bangs because I had the center bangs that would do. So it was like really long, and it started getting in my face, and I had some little kid like call me out and was like, "Why do you wear a hat?" I was like, "So my hair doesn't get in my face." The kid was like,
yeah.
I was like, "All right, well, yeah. If I get from a 6th grader on that, then maybe I should just cut my hair
Getting
off."
busted by a 6th grader.
Yeah, I'm not being cool.
Yeah.
I've been shaving my hair for a long time now.
Well, I did it forever. I mean, for a long time, you know.
Yeah. I was gonna say you're getting back into the club. I mean, you got a few more years.
Well, I just know that every once in a while when I worked for EDS, I was joking with people one day, and they were like, I was like, "I'll just shave my head, man." And they were like, and they came back in and shaved my head. There's when we lived on Paxton, I shaved my head and went back to work, and people were like, "What the hell?"
That's really weird.
I was like, I did it before.
Yeah, it's like,
like 10 years ago, for some reason, that was a big deal, and now it's just like not.
Britney Spears did it. She's crazy though. Remember, she did it, and she's crazy. It made her crazy just doing it.
It hasn't crossed the gender gap.
Apparently, she shaves a lot of things.
Sinead O'Connor.
Anyway, what's first topic?
Yeah,
first topic we
what's the
have
real
is,
stuff in the real world?
DePaw.
Oh yeah, Greencastle, man. I've been reading about this.
Did you hear this?
I can't quite figure this out. Okay, so they're saying like this sorority was.
Oh, dude, this is crazy.
Was like.
Hey, you fat, ugly ethnic girls! You're out of the sorority.
But I mean, they didn't.
We want skinny, pretty white girls.
No.
That's what it felt like to me.
It was before this.
But I'm saying, like, doesn't that? I just assumed that went on. Like, I don't know.
Blatant about it or something. I don't know.
There's a psychology professor on campus that always takes a survey. It's something like 90% of the class population there.
School.
Right, school is Greek because it's such a small school.
Oh, it's all Greek too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. 90%. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So she takes a survey.
Meaning that they're not from Greece.
Right,
it's all,
in the Greek system.
In the Greek system, it's all fraternities.
She takes a survey.
American colleges are stupid.
Because it's Greencastle.
Right. So she takes a survey on campus to get perceptions of all the different houses, and Delta Zeta came out always as the one with the ugly girls that were usually smarter and very unpopular, and they had trouble. Their recruit. They would always recruit those same kind of girls.
Were they radioactive or they spit fire or anything?
Basically, they were rated as undesirable.
So they
were.
So they were trying to
by
change
the survey, the psychology.
Somebody, or it could be interpreted that way. Interpreted.
I'm a president.
Oh my God!
Of the United States
I'm making up my words right now. I'm interpreted it like this.
So is this the sorority that was trying to like change their image or something?
So the national chapter saw this
and got pissed.
Came in, had interviews with all of the girls in the house, including the president of the house. Took was it 28? I think
I don't know the numbers,
or 18 or something like that. They kicked like a large number of girls out, and then like some of the ones that were interviewed but didn't get kicked out, like 6 of them were like left in protest. They were so pissed off about the whole thing,
right?
And it was all girls with like dark hair and larger. The girls that stayed in the house.
Yeah, any ethnic girl is gone. Anyone of any ethnicity in the
blonde and
like that was like there was like one. That means one girl left.
So Delta Zeta from IU
Newcastle, right?
went over.
Is it?
Went over to Greencastle. This is where I went to high school.
It's out west, like just west, really.
This is where I went to high school.
The IU chapter.
Yeah, Delta Zeta from IU went over then with the remainder. They had a remainder of attractive girls that made the cut. And then they did a recruiting. They did a whole bunch of recruiting.
You got them to go to
events.
IU?
To try to get cute girls to join Delta Zeta
in
Greencastle at DePaul.
Oh.
They were borrowing cute girls
I thought they maybe
to fill in for the lack of girls to have this recruiting event. You see,
they brought Q girls from
they imported Q girls from Q Delta Zeta.
What the hell?
So the end game.
This was like New York Times or something, wasn't it?
Oh, New York Times was covering this. Everyone's covering this.
How did this was this New York Times? That's what I want to know. How
the chapter, but they got
somebody was already covering it before. Like, so coincidentally, somebody in New York Times was covering something. Isn't that the gist of what I? Okay, maybe not.
No, it ended up beginning to pick it up on wire services. New York Times got interested in it.
Somebody grabbed it.
Yeah, it was just like, we need to go.
It just seems weird. New York Times story of DePaul sorority.
Because it's like this ostracizing kind of thing done by this national body. The president.
So you're saying the national organization did this?
Yes.
They came in and did this.
Yes.
Wow, that's shady.
So,
but then DePaul was like, "Fuck you guys, you're not even allowed on our
campus.
Out. That's it.
You're out." And I actually, I think my dad. I mean, I believe we. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we knew who this guy is. Who's the president of the university? He's really.
He don't put up a crap
smart guy. Yeah,
they tolerate Ball State. They don't allow sororities or fraternities on anywhere on campus.
On campus, no, not at all. Yeah,
but
they also serve. Even in that case, they have a charter though to be affiliated with
the
university.
Yeah,
and they can kill that if they want to.
But you're not even allowed on campus.
On campus, no.
For some reason, I think that this is a really good segue into the prosecutors.
Yes, it's sort of the same kind of thing. It is.
It's like, hey, we don't like those undesirables.
Well,
Let's take them out.
Exactly. Except for being cute, you just have to be loyal. And this was Colbert's whole thing the other night, which was so awesome. It's the word was loyalty, and competence doesn't mean anything to Bush. It's all about being loyal.
Right.
And he serves at the pleasure of the president.
And the pleasure of the president.
Have I heard that enough times?
That sounds gross, man.
He sucks it off.
Jon Stewart.
It's like, didn't somebody get almost impeached or get impeached for that?
Jon Stewart had a whole thing on this. With the
pleasure of the president?
Yeah, and it was a romance novel cover with Bush with like this long hair holding this chick. And then he went through this whole thing and he's like, yeah, exactly. So when someone else had a thing that was kind of at the pleasure of the president, I got that. I don't get what your pleasure is. You seem to get off on ruining the country and the world. That's messed up, man.
My dad and I were talking about this. He was saying how this is my dad saying how you could hear the Mexican coming out of Alberto Gonzalez when he was like at that press conference. He was like, "I serve at the pleasure of the president."
Oh,
El Presidente! Pew pew.
I believe that of the independence of the judiciary.
Oh wow! Yeah, as far as like the way his sort of his inflection,
everything, all his phrases sounded exactly the same.
The real crux of the problem is that they slipped a piece of legislation in.
Is email. That's the problem.
No.
People don't understand. They don't get email.
They don't get email.
There was a part.
But first, the legislation they stuck in on the Patriot Act made it to where you didn't really have to run these guys by Congress anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And they snuck it in.
They snuck it in. But then they have a thing in January. Did you want to kind of play this?
Yeah,
have
sure. Go. Yeah.
He's still like the president's lawyer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He shouldn't be. That's the point.
That's
the point of the distinction is that he's not the president's lawyer anymore.
And he's behaving
like our lawyer.
He has a lawyer. And he's not the president's lawyer. And his job is not to back up and hide shit so the president doesn't get in trouble.
You know what?
You know what I mean? As the president, like as somebody's lawyer, you don't say shit about your client.
You know what?
Like it's a privilege. I'm not going to say shit that's going to get him in trouble. If I do, I'm getting fired. Like,
in a way,
I get disbarred.
In a way, it's actually exposing the problems of going from being the president's lawyer to being the attorney general, because he did do a lot of this stuff while he still was the president's lawyer. Yeah.
And the other person being involved being Harriet Mier.
I think she's getting. I think she's
a
fall guy.
Go ahead and say your point.
Please,
please
continue.
I was just going to say that this is a woman who the president was like, yeah, I know her. Maybe she should be a Supreme Court justice.
Yeah, she's good. Yeah,
right.
I know her. She. We have the same vet. We have the same vet.
Well,
my dog and her dog, they go to the same place. They get to work on.
This has always been the problem with Bush, though. I mean, how did he get his vice president? He asked Cheney, "Hey, who do you think I should be my vice president?"
You
I decided it should be me.
You just see him in his office being like, "Hey, what about Jorge, the pool guy? Do you think he wants to?"
Right.
He does a good job with chlorine.
I could definitely use a new.
Hey, Dad! Remember that kid? Remember that kid that punched me in the eye that one time? What's he doing? Does he need a job?
You know, I'm a president now, Dad.
I need like a secretary.
God damn it, George!
I need a
fucking
secretary
stop calling me, you retard.
Transportation. Who you got? Come on. Well, yeah. So it
That's
is.
ambassador to Guatemala.
No, I think Harriet is
I'm
totally.
ambassador to Gula Bula.
I think that's sort
I'll
of like
make up a country. Let's make a country.
I mean, you've been in a corporate job where somebody leaves,
What? Yes.
and suddenly, all of a sudden, like a lot of things that go wrong kind of get attributed to that person, whether it really happened that way or not.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, Bob did that.
Good.
Bob totally beat the hell out of that copier with my shoes.
Yeah, right. And somehow that works, but that doesn't really work when you're like trying to say that to Congress.
And all this is
email, like Josh was saying, there's email to back it up.
Yeah,
well, you
email.
don't send email and say, Carl came over and was talking about our big conspiracy to fire all the Democrats who
Subject
don't
regarding
like Bush in a
subject
secret plan that we will cover up later in the news.
Oh, they even said, of course, we'll do this all in quote unquote
Super secret code.
No, they said quote unquote good faith. And you're just like, what?
What is the quotes?
Yeah. It's
the subject's like regarding conspiracy.
I want to see the first one of these things they run an email that has a fucking emoticon in it.
No, I'll tell you.
Like Karl Rove said, winky eye parenthesis.
One of the things that's crazy
Because they won't know how to say it. They won't even know how to say it in the news. They'll have to have a whole segment on what emoticons are.
One of the things that's crazy, and Frumkin is all over this. I'll put up a link to it. Dan Frumkin is all...
Carl, you are like a big smiley face with a big fart wad in it. Like, that's a super symbol that you don't even know.
Whoa. Presidential emoticons?
Yeah.
White House emoticons?
No,
actually, that's the
double
thing.
Bracket and like a square bracket.
It's the... there are some of these that are going in these email chains are going to... domains that are not official government domains. So going to GW343.org and George W. Bush 2000. You know, all these things are owned by the Republican National Committee.
How are they going
RNC.
there? What do you mean, like in a list? They send stuff like that out on a list? There's a big fucking email list that's like
of people involved in these conversations. Yeah, and they're going to
forwarded?
But like Rove is one of the people I think that was using one of these GWB43.org
that was
addresses.
his email.
He was communicating official White House business. Right.
Do that.
Yeah. So
somebody got a secret document at Yahoo.
So it suddenly becomes really difficult.
It's Carl 9000
to say that this isn't political. It's like considering you're sending it from the political party email that is owned by a domain, how are you going to try and say this isn't politics when you're discussing all the U.S. Attorney Generals and how loyal they are to Bush, in your own words, in these emails?
Retarded.
Like, somebody's going down for this.
It's like hacking democracy, where it's like, how come there's all this like money coming in from the RNC?
See, right. Like, exactly. I mean, it is...
So when we publicly preempt perhaps a question you're going to ask me, and that is, I am fully committed, as the administration is fully committed, to ensure that with respect to every United States attorney position in this country, we will have a presidentially appointed, Senate-confirmed United States attorney. I think a United States attorney who I view as the leader, law enforcement leader, my representative in the community, I think he has greater imprimatur of authority if in fact that person's been confirmed by the Senate.
Well, all right, Alberto.
That law's there, we don't have to do that.
And the only reason that we're even talking about this stuff, of course, is
Rove's going down.
They're not doing anything more evil than they've been doing the whole time.
Rove won't go down. You know Rove won't go down. He won't go down yet again. He won't go down over the Valerie Plame stuff that he fucking leaked. He won't go down. Like that was in the news today on NBC and on the NewsHour.
I'm just afraid it's going to be like old Ben Kenobi, man, where it's like when we strike him down, he becomes even more powerful.
There's like three more of him there.
Yeah.
Right.
But the only reason that any of this shit's coming to life is there's a little bit of oversight now.
One of the funniest
Democrats are in. I mean,
this is one of the funniest episodes of Family Guy ever. They had an episode where Karl Rove was in like a dark cloak and he was deaf, and he told Peter like what to do, and it was messed up. But it was the best. Family Guy ever. Actually, it was clever.
Yeah, well, of course.
Because they're usually like, fart on your eye.
Yeah. They say some crazy things on that show.
So Schumer's asked for resignation, and
well, I was just going to say, as far as more
Republican did.
More Karl Rove's as far as more Karl Rove's, one of them would have been the Sampson guy. He was actually a Rove protege, and if you ever see a picture of them, he looks exactly like him. It's freaking.
And now he's
Well,
flipping burgers at Burger King.
The thing is, the Senate is looking for. They want to ask people questions, man, under
They
oath.
will.
Under oath.
Like Rove.
And that's the thing. They want a Rove under oath.
He still works at the Justice
That's
Department.
right. Yeah, he's still getting paid.
He still is on the payroll. He just resigned from that position.
Right.
Which means
he's cleaning toilets for like
$40,000
a year.
He's actually probably doing this.
$80,000
He's actually probably just doing the same shady shit without a title.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, here you go. This is another transition. The episode has shaken my confidence in Gonzalez, Senator Chuck Hagel.
Yeah, well,
the Nebraska Republican says. And then we go to just
dogpile of Republicans now calling for his resignation.
Can we go to Hagel?
Yeah, go to Hagel. Go to
Hagel is about it. The dude is still not announced he's going being president, but he has the balls now. He has the McCain balls that used to be there. Is what it comes down to.
Which was the only redeeming factor for McCain.
It was like he would tell you the shit that was there and be like, hey, this is the shit. I don't agree with everything the man said, but he's turned into a little party weasel.
And see the thing, now he's trying to get it back. He's trying to get the Maverick status back again and doing a straight talk.
He seriously was the.
It's over.
It's over.
He's party boy.
He's already party guy. He's done it for years now, and it makes me really angry.
Well, he's using the
because I would have I would have voted for him.
He's using the guys who do all the smear campaigns and shit. Who did them against him?
Right. He hired those guys
and Kerry.
It's like you don't understand. You cannot become what these people hated. This is why people were excited about you before, because you weren't that, and now you've hired them.
I've always liked Hagel, though, because he's a Republican from Nebraska.
Yeah.
And you can get a dude who can sort of think for himself from Nebraska.
Those are
that's
good
like,
folk. Those are great folks.
That's a really good step forward.
The Esquire ad, or the Esquire article is really... It's I don't know. The cover that goes that he says, we might have to impeach him, basically, or
that's how that's become a positioning statement for him now within the Republican Party, and there are a lot of Republican quote unquote analysts.
Time's gonna run out. There's no way.
Right. Well, and that's true.
Hagel's a vet too. Yeah, because he and his brother both.
Yeah, like
they served together, like in the same.
I can't figure it out. How come when a politician
they don't want to talk about Vietnam,
gets to a certain level, like Vietnam will never help them, but will hurt them?
It's not that it won't help them or hurt them. It's that most of these guys that get to that level are guys who they busted their ass and they did shit they didn't want to have to do, and they dealt with things they didn't want to have to deal with, and they don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk about it. Look at McCain. He didn't want to talk about all the time about how he was in a prison camp.
I'm just saying,
how he's a POW.
Look, for Kerry, it was like an Achilles heel. McCain has some sort of reputation.
Because they let it be. Because they don't come out and say stuff, I don't think for McCain it's Achilles heel.
I'm just saying, it's beyond me that it can't be used as advantage.
Right, no,
especially now.
It's ridiculous. You can't have the perspective to say, hey, when we went through this shit and I was there fighting people in Vietnam with my gun and shooting at people who were shooting at me.
And I watched
my friends were getting killed around me.
And then I protested the war afterward.
And then
Kerry especially. And I protested the war afterward. And threw my medals away, and
they're
was upset with the government and gave big speeches.
And they're like, "You're patriotic.
You're a Nazi." And I'm like, what? What?
How can I be not patriotic?
I served and then came back and was like, take the medals and I want you to understand it's important to me.
Three numbers: 9/11. 9/11, 9/11, 9/11.
That's fucking true.
9/11, 9/11, 9/11.
No, it's not
9/11, 9/11, 9/11. Yeah, it is.
Part of it is people don't even remember that.
Nope.
People don't even remember World War II. They don't even know.
No, people remember it. Trust me, there's plenty of people in this country that are still alive that remember Vietnam.
Lived
through
what percentage of people that vote?
Dude, I'm saying there are plenty of people.
I mean, it's like it's our grandparents. They were like
and parents. Our parents.
Well, your parents, yeah, because you're 800 years old.
Your parents. Your parents lived through Vietnam. Your parents remember Vietnam.
No, I'm talking about World War II. I was talking about World War II.
I'm talking about Vietnam specifically.
Okay, Vietnam specifically. I was just saying even World War II. People don't think about that. That's going away. As the people die, it's like we don't talk about Civil War anymore. Back when I was a kid, the Civil War, he shot me with a kid.
If you talk to people about World War II, you have to think about how...
I'm not trying to equate the fights.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
But you have to think about how all those wars were packaged. Nobody thinks that World War II was anything remotely close to a bad idea for America to get into.
World War II was...
Can you imagine the media coverage for
but
that?
That's not true, though.
Our heroes...
That's not true, though. For years and years and years, people in America didn't think it was a good idea to get involved.
I know, but I'm saying, like, once it was on, like...
Once we got attacked.
Well,
it was
it's because
like...
we got attacked. It's because it's that 9/11 thing.
Yeah,
it's like, we'll sit here and we're like, I'm going to stab you guys if you come over.
But it was also an army that attacked.
I like
it
England.
was a nation that attacked.
Yeah,
so
like,
it becomes real cut and dry.
But like Vietnam,
and then we'll put all those other people in camps.
right.
People that lived here for generations. Put them in camps.
That part was so screwed up. Obviously,
that's like the second layer.
Hey, at least we didn't do that directly. We took all the people from over there that we captured and put them in a camp in Cuba.
right.
That wasn't as nice as the Japanese internment.
I guess that's another transition. We had the big confession.
I don't know.
Right.
What?
Right. I mean, so after you've had a guy in custody for 4 years, and obviously you've tortured him.
I love Cuba.
And no matter how you mince words
we sent him to Cuba
dance around semantics.
Hey, wait, is there a debate in the Senate about, or in the Congress about this war and if we should be at it or not? Because it's incredible timing when these things happen. You know what I mean? Like, oh, hey, confession!
Yeah, all at the same time.
Hey, I totally did everything.
Fresh off the press.
Jesus totally killed Jesus.
I love how he admitted everything.
JR killed JR.
He went back to the 93 bombing that he was involved in that, which most...
that's not how these cells work.
Yeah. It's like, man...
He was like, I killed James Brown.
Right, exactly.
I killed Mother Teresa.
Right.
I killed Biggie.
Man, I did Tupac and Biggie.
The Biggie out.
Bobby Brown.
Osama did not like Biggie.
No, actually, Osama is supposed to
Whitney Houston.
He loves Whitney Houston. He wants to
take
take
Bobby Brown.
He's going to take him out. I'm telling you, Bobby, watch your back.
I think Bobby Brown's going to take himself out, dude.
Yeah, there's a self-destruct mechanism going on.
I think it might involve him driving a car.
Yeah. I don't know how this dude can get in jail and post this, like, whatever.
What was it?
$30,000 bail and shit.
I mean, how can he post $30,000? He got $30,000 jewelry on him.
Yeah, but
he's
from
not much anymore, man.
How does he have
from Whitney?
He's blown a lot of it on coke.
She knows that.
I'm sure.
Every time she sings that, she's just like $1,000 just falls on her from the sky.
Did you ever see the Saturday Night Live skit where Maya Rudolph, Whitney Houston talking about Bobby Brown? Bobby B!
Bobby! That's awesome.
When they show up all jacked and like Israel, like, yo, we're in Israel. What's up? We're like Jewish or something.
Yo.
We're cracked out of our mind. Anyway, we've strayed.
We talked about Pakistan. We talked about Hegel.
We talked about all sorts of other...
Chirac is no longer going to run in France. He's been there for a long time.
Yeah, dude's, well, I mean...
He's 1,008 years old, though, to the pie.
There's no way you can run after riots like that and not be painted as out of touch.
Yeah.
And be as old as he is.
Well, yeah.
I mean, there's no way. So he has to. I mean, he has to.
Since I was a kid, isn't he been...
No, since you're an adult.
It's really interesting because you think about how he's portrayed there and how he's portrayed abroad. Abroad, he's sort of like this crazy liberal, like...
He's French.
Whatever. And yeah, they're like, man, you're such a stupid old fucker.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's an old guy.
Why don't... Yeah.
So...
I mean, what's going to happen there? Do you think they'll get like a...
Who knows? I mean, it depends if there's a... I mean, it depends on how much organization and what issue, it'd be interesting to see if all the riots gets turned into a big political issue. I mean, because it's not like that problem is really solved or anything. It's not like suddenly all the Muslim ghetto kids are really happy.
It's just been older.
Yeah, exactly.
They're staying in more. Well, I think in the American history books, in the American psyche, he'll just be the dude who like stood up to Bush over the war.
Yeah,
and it was like a surrender monkey and the French fries.
Well, exactly.
Freedom fries.
But it's
people buying champagne. And
speaking of Vietnam, we said the same thing.
And then busted and pour on the street.
Yeah.
You're like, that's not. You don't know how that works.
No,
you already bought it. They don't even care.
But this goes back to Vietnam because the French were in Vietnam before we were, and they got out of Vietnam because they're like, you don't want to go in and fight them in
like,
Vietnam.
Are you crazy?
Well, like, and plus, I mean,
and we said yes,
and people,
we are.
I don't understand that any bad blood with the French. I cannot understand because.
World War II.
They
the revolution.
Before that, like they did some nation building themselves. Our nation building.
We hate England so much.
Yeah.
We're gonna help you fuck them up.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though we fought you early, like,
you're our proxy, bitches. Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
It's
Fuck
true.
England.
And now,
go America.
And I love.
And then we had our proxy influence back on France through that. Like they had a lot of aristocrats that came over. Like wait. Mm-hmm. Was it
People have been playing people off of each other since the inception of our country.
Well, Lafayette was like served in the U.S. Revolution, right, and was French,
right?
And then he was, and then I went back and
Lafayette. I mean, I love how you have a lot of redneck Hoosiers who hate French, who live in like Lafayette. And I like, or how you have
Versailles. I'm from Versailles.
Guys wearing Statue of Liberty T-shirts saying they hate the French.
Right.
And you're like,
hey, they gave that to us and stuff. That thing that kind of stands for us.
It's one of those things that
because they're like our buddies.
Really rings true about, I think, what a lot of people think of Americans, and also it's like, you know, fucking Green Day has the biggest album a couple years ago with American Idiot.
Yeah.
And pretty much was that, you know, it's all that shit.
Yeah, but it's the dumb American, but it's a, you know, because you know that's not every American. Obviously.
Of course it's not, but we see it.
It's a gigantic friggin' country,
right? But we see it, and
sometimes people in the middle get kind of squeezed into
the
decisions
that represent us that are made abroad.
Yeah, but so unfortunately, we don't get to make those individual
I know,
decisions.
But that's
the shitty thing.
That's like that's how most countries know of us, though, is because our far-reach touching their soil somehow.
Which, I mean, honestly, I get in discussions from time to time with a family member of mine who is on the very conservative side of the fence. And usually whenever I bring up the question, hey, how many military bases from other countries are there in America? I usually don't get a reply.
There aren't any.
Yeah.
But we have bases everywhere.
Well, it's just, or how many countries...
They're like, hey, you want to deal with us? You want us to not be dicks? We're going to like have a base.
We got to move in.
You're like, whoa, really?
We got to move in.
And what?
How many countries have done that here?
Yo, like over there.
I talked to a friend recently who served 2 tours in Afghanistan, and I was chatting with one of you about this. And then, so he was a soldier for 2 different tours, and then he went to Iraq for 2 different not tours, but 2 different times as a contractor.
Right.
He worked for Lockheed, and he worked for or was part of Blackwater, I think. And he said when they talk about bases here, you don't understand sort of how they are. Like some of them, and they're everywhere over there. I mean, just everywhere.
Right.
Are like their own self-contained like cities. Like you would have trouble walking from one end to the other. Like it's not something.
Well, because it's where people live, and they have like Taco Bell and
they have like Subways.
Stuff that they blow up every day if they could.
They show that stuff on NBC.
Yeah, it's just like
so you can walk around and be in your safe, controlled zone.
Western bubble.
Right. Yeah. It's just like.
Well, you're saying it gets to in Saudi Arabia. It gets to be it's like 122 degrees in the summer.
Oh yeah, on Brian's blog it said,
man.
which.
I was looking at that the other day. I definitely check that out at work a lot.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
He puts up a lot of cool video, and he's just. I don't know. This blog is like sort of like what's cool about blogging. You know,
right.
It's there. It's the information from there.
He's like, here's this video of what I did today, and here's all the shit I'm doing, and Saudi Arabia is a lot different than America.
I heard some commercial or something to said, join us and blog with us. It's like you don't blog with what you can blog with us? Doesn't even make any sense.
Right.
You have no idea what that means, do you?
No.
Blog with us in our blog time blog fest at blog
It's like it's prayer or something.
You can blog with us, like you mean read your website?
And then they comment on your blog?
Blogging.
They're not blogging with you, really. No. Yeah. Yeah, it's really trying to...
Maybe
it's really interesting trying to explain blogs to people that don't really understand
or even
check out blogs. Podcasts, the same way, but blogs, even that, is like, well, blogs about topics can work, but maybe it's best to start with a blog about a person. Because a person really has to be in it, and
I mean about you, just
or no, a person that is deciding what the topic is, and a person setting the course. It has to really start with one person that is committed to posting to it regularly.
Okay.
So you can't really just set up a blog about a topic and give a bunch of people access and hope it takes off.
No, that's not a blog.
That's not a blog. Exactly.
Yeah, that's a community.
Exactly, and that's what I've.
Right.
I mean, I've had to explain that to so many people, a few times, just to say.
Well, that's a forum, not a blog.
Right.
Blog is if that's how a blog was, it'd be like blah 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 blah.
You mean it'd be a chat room,
right? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. But speaking of military contractors, Halliburton is moving their headquarters and their people to Dubai, which is becoming more of a bigger, like, symbolic of war than anything, because they've really kept their financial center here, which means they're going to get taxed just like they were here. So it's not like a tax evasion.
But their CEO will be there.
Yeah.
This decision is
that way you can't get us.
This decision
it just makes it seem more like they're Dr. Claw or something.
This decision is unreal. It is so.
It's not unreal because they're an oil company thing, and where is oil? I mean, it is not an unreasonable.
Who else? And
they
who
moved from Texas, where there's not as much oil anymore as there used to be oil.
It is unreal. It is unreal.
It makes them seem like Dr. Claw, but it's not a stupid business decision. It's on international business scale.
That is a 1-point decision against a multi-point problem with the whole thing.
What's the problem with them moving to Dubai? What's the problem?
First of all, it's just
Dick Cheney will always get pension from a company who his decisions have made a shitload of money for. And you can say that they're not attached all you want, but
GM isn't going to be paying.
I'm not talking about oil either.
GM is buying out pensions. Let's put that in perspective. On one level.
I'm not talking about just oil. I'm talking about KBR, who's all that contract work.
Right,
that's
right.
all.
I'm not saying they're not a shady company. I'm just saying that.
Okay, that's one point.
What is this one thing? The one thing of them moving? What's that? I'm not saying all the other. I'm just saying what's the one thing they're moving really. Incident. People get upset about because they fucking hate Halliburton.
Because there's so much. No, but they
that's
have a
why
reason
I get
to.
upset about it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
They have
Seriously,
a reason.
though, that's why people get upset about it.
They have a reason to. They have a reason to. There's so much unfinished business, and this whole thing with the CEO is exactly what you're saying. It's like how you get to you can't get to him now. You basically can't take him into court, which is a big problem.
I think it's seriously.
You're on your Sarbanes.
The biggest thing.
Seriously,
the biggest impact it will probably have is that Dubai has no personal income tax. So if the people move there,
they live fat, dude.
Right.
They live
super huge.
Like, have you seen Dubai?
No, I know Dubai. I'm just saying.
And the other thing is,
it
is now the world's rich suburb.
Yeah, it looks like the Jetsons.
They have indoor skiing
well, they have those like
places.
palm outdoor
indoor
world-shaped islands.
Have you
like,
seen that? There's a hotel there that's like it looks like it's from the fucking moon. Like it's out in the water actually.
Oh yeah, because they build every place they build it. They're like, we'll build it.
And like they have like
Rolls
Royces that take the people in and take them.
Right.
Because basically Dubai or the United Arab Emirates is like the I don't know. It's kind of like Saudi Arabia, only condensed to like a little bitty patch of land, where it's like rich oil stuff,
Right.
Rich oil land.
I think it's a lot more commercial as far as malls, and there being more people got trickle down money.
They're probably the most pro Western Middle Eastern section.
Yeah.
Well, that's why Beckham and Posh are moving. They got an island there.
Really?
They bought one of the islands in the new island thing they're building. It's like $1 billion. Yeah, they're like, hey, we'll build an island for you. It's shaped like a palm tree. It's like $5 billion. You want to come live there, soccer guy? He's like, okay, I'll get an island. And then he's like, oh shit, I gotta go play in L.A. Dubai is far from L.A. That's a hell of a commute to my new place. The feds have unveiled the digital TV subsidy details.
Oh yeah, this is. You can tell this is going to go
This is
real
so
smooth.
Stupid.
Exactly.
This is so stupid. They're going to give people $40 certificates to buy a digital analog converter,
Which will be like $130 or something.
No, they're saying they're going to be 50 to $70. It's just a box. It's just a stupid box. There's no reason it should be expensive. Just takes digital stuff and turns it into crappy analog signals and sends it to your TV.
Right.
That's really strange.
They just need to give people subsidies to buy a friggin' new TV. If they're going to give a subsidy, hey, seriously, if you think about it, it's like we could subsidize the old thing or give people $40 for the new thing. Like, at least if you're going to spend that money, I don't know if it's a good way to spend our money in this country anyway.
How much is a cheap TV? Like, how much could you buy a new cheap TV for?
How big?
Like 15 inches.
There's all these like shady
What?
levels leftover
What do you
things
mean?
of like
tube or
720.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Cheap
Whatever?
TV.
I don't
You can
know.
still buy tubes for cheap, barely.
Like a new.
Tubes get stupid expensive because of the shipping and stuff anymore.
But
It
I'm saying
made,
you go.
made those tiny LCDs seem cheaper and cheaper.
Yeah.
But I mean, would you
they're
say
You can get a 7-inch widescreen LCD for
7-inch?
for
You mean like one of those flip up
for like
deals?
$80.
You mean like one of those flip up deals? Is that what you're talking about?
Like a big widescreen, 7-inch widescreen for like $80, $90 probably somewhere.
Really? I didn't know they had them that
yeah.
small. That's fucked up.
But then you could scale up. Those things are as high resolution as a TV in a lot of
Right.
cases. I mean, a lot of them have DVD players tethered to them.
So you're saying you should give them one of those things instead of the box, basically.
Something, just something. Those don't receive digital TV is the real key. But I don't know. It just seems stupid to give people $40 gift certificates to buy TV shit.
I look forward to how they're
How about for food, or they can spend it however they want.
Right.
I look forward to how they clumsily deal with this mess. Is all I'm saying.
What is it? 2008 now? Is that 2008, 2009?
Good luck.
They keep kicking it back and kicking it.
It's like Vista.
Yeah. Right.
Which
More and more vaporware.
Vista exists.
It does exist.
HD
now.
exists too. They're just trying to phase out analog. I understand how the stations don't even want to maintain both of it now.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's the real key. That's what will make it happen.
Definitely.
At this point, the stations have all the HD stuff because the government told them years ago they had to.
Right.
So now they've got, and they're like, well, let's get rid of this shit that we don't really. I mean, we'd rather let's focus on something.
Yeah, they
So
loved
trying
it.
to
They'd
maintain
rather
too.
have it. It gives them a one up on cable. The local stuff. That's how most people get their HD right now. I think
Yeah.
it is broadcast. If you had a big antenna, if you had a $100 antenna, you could get the indie stuff and maybe Louisville and other stuff in town
Yeah. Yeah.
on an antenna. You'd probably get most of the networks and some. It's pretty cool.
That's so different though because it requires such specific alignment and
Oh yeah, you have to
things
get
like
a
that.
motor. You get a motor.
Yeah, it's really.
Because you get a
weird.
big aerial and a motor and probably cables to stabilize it.
I've never even seen one. Have you physically seen one?
What?
Have you seen one of these? What they look like?
Yeah.
You've seen one in
Yeah,
person?
yeah, my grandpa has a huge
HD
huge.
antenna?
No, HD antenna is just a UHF antenna.
Mm-mm.
A lot of they're specialty ones, but there's just in a lot of cases UHF.
But it's the directional, all the tuning and everything else is completely different because the signal is that you're catching is way different. I mean, it's not an analog signal, so it's not like
It's still directional. It's set on an angle.
right, but it
There's sites you go
extremely
to and set them up.
spec-
I've had a cheap little antenna set up, and I've seen the bigger. What? Go ahead, sorry, Paul. Go ahead.
All right, I just read an article about a guy that had a set and was setting up the antenna, which was way different than a UHF antenna because the tuning is more specific. The directional stuff is more specific on with the digital signal. So it has to be anchored a lot more heavier, and the lock on it basically has to be really precise. And so even it's the same kind of thing with a lot of digital technologies. Weather can fuck it up more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah,
because
I just had. I'm
because
just saying.
movement
I had even had an internal one that just sat.
right,
Cheap ass like $30 antenna that just sat.
right.
And that was how I got almost all the HD stations from Indy and Franklin. Like
Sure, but the standards at some point I think required a broader spectrum to be realized on a few things, but you're also in a pretty hot area in Franklin, at least. You're in a much. You're not in as
most
much.
people are in urban stuff. I mean, you get a bigger antenna, and you just have to get directional on it.
Right.
It's not crazy. It's not.
Right.
It's not that much different than.
But outside,
it's some of the same channels.
But he was in a perimeter area. That was the whole thing. As far as like for any perimeter area,
he's probably just getting other stuff on the other edges. He's just in the middle of nothing.
Yeah. But it's interesting
He probably
because
wouldn't have got anything with analog.
Right.
Or we got static. That's the thing with digital. You don't get static. You get it or you don't.
Yeah.
You don't get like half of it or staticky. When you're a kid, you could get like crazy Mexican radio at night.
Right. Exactly.
The digital
super high band
Mexican
stuff.
satellite radio.
Right. Exactly. all of that wattage and power stuff means nothing.
We have this medical marijuana decision, which is stupid. This woman has a tumor that affects her, it makes her nauseous and probably doesn't feel so great because she has a tumor and stuff.
She's in crazy amounts of pain all the time.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you can't. Was she trying to file for an exemption for prosecution?
Oh,
That's the stuff I read. That what it seemed like. Like it wasn't like she was being prosecuted, but she was trying to file for an exemption for prosecution.
Right.
Like she was trying to make a case, like a civil liberties case.
Yeah.
And take it to the federal court.
Right.
And it got to some level of federal court. I don't think it did not go to Supreme Court.
No, it hasn't.
It was some federal level.
Right.
And they were like, no.
Yeah.
It ain't going to happen. That's sad stuff, but
yeah.
I don't know.
It's about to get sadder.
If you got weed in your house, we're busting you, bitch. You're going to jail.
You and your tumor will be incarcerated.
Yeah.
Which is literally, probably for her, incarceration would probably be a death sentence. That's the description I pretty much read of it.
That's messed up.
Because she probably would not be able to eat, is what would eventually happen.
Because they have such great food in prison.
Right. And if you're made nauseous and everything else, and you're not on any kind of medication that can create an appetite and keep food down, then you're killing somebody by doing that.
Yeah, that's messed up.
But we're good at kind of government killing like that by accident. And just saying,
and along the medical marijuana vein, Governor Bill Richardson is trying to pass legislation and running for president for legalizing medical marijuana in his state, which I believe was what?
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Yep, Governor New Mexico.
So
pretty interesting.
Should be an issue because it's a stupid issue. If this woman could potentially go to jail, that is give her cocaine instead. Morphine in her eyes.
Yeah. Well,
OxyContin. Give her OxyContin.
Give her basically opium.
Marinol.
And opium made by corporations, which I think is such an interesting
you
thing.
Damn dirty
corporate opium. OxyContin, basically.
That's not opium. OxyContin.
Yeah, what is that?
It's like synthetic, morphine.
Morphine. Okay, synthetic morphine.
Or
Morphine's derived from opium.
Right.
From opium.
No, it's
but it was
opiate.
like a synthetic of one of them. One of the pieces of it. It's not even the broad spectrum of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like the Marinol.
It's like when they take
just
the THC out of
it. I think it's it. There's
and they put it in
a different cannabinoids, and they're like, shh, and people are like, ah! They're like, I can't move. I'm so stupid. I ran like a jackass.
Right.
I just wanted to be able to eat something.
Yeah.
I have kids, so I don't want to
figured
just
out
lay
how to
around like an idiot.
turn it down.
Yeah, I know.
Because they
I've seen video interviews with people who are like, there's no way.
Yeah.
I get smoke a joint, I'm cool. But I eat Marinol. Taking that, it just makes me useless.
Right.
I just lay around. I can't do anything. That's not. It's even more of a crazy drug. I don't want that.
You're
making me stupid.
If you look at that as an example or a template, it makes you really wonder how drug development is done. It's like they're just taking these really pure things and blasting you with them.
Yeah, this thing, chemical X.
Does good stuff. Let's
You're
pack it full of this chemical X and blast you with it because it does good things.
Well, have you seen this stuff recently about that? They're saying that some of the sleep drugs.
Oh yeah,
prescription sleep drugs.
They're
sleep
stronger,
drive.
Oh yeah. So
stronger warnings on them.
Sleep
called
drive,
sleep
and
driving.
then that's what one of the senators said happened to him. Wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I had
That's
some interesting
retarded.
experiences on some of those drugs.
Are you taking some?
I've known
those
a lot
when
of
you're
people
like,
that are just like, yeah, you take them and you don't go to sleep.
Yeah, and you're like, whoa.
Whoa, this is crazy.
Well,
I'm
that's
pretty
weird.
glad I didn't go to sleep. I would have missed this. I'm going to do this
Makes you
tomorrow
feel
night,
really
too.
drunk,
Yeah,
really drunk?
but not like
out of
the
control.
impairment's kind of different.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I heard, memory seems to be an issue with it. Remembering what you did.
Like, black out what you did.
can't. It's hard
So that's
to-
really what the drug does. It doesn't make you sleep. It just makes you feel kind of drunk and then forget what you did. So it's almost like sleep.
But if you lie
You're
down
like, oh, I'm so sore.
and act
Feel
like you want to
I'm
go to
so
sleep right after you
drunk.
take it, you probably go to sleep like when you're drunk.
I bet you have some really fucked up dreams when you take that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah.
So that
But
is-
I think a couple more things. One thing that RIAA is trying to raise the streaming rates in like in a staggered thing over the next few years, up to like 2010 or something, that would like make them 20 times expensive as they are right now, and
Awesome.
really undermine NPR and undermine like Last FM and Pandora and anybody else that's doing streaming media. Like
Yeah.
anybody really, like independent stations like WSF in San Francisco, University of San Francisco, that Nate has a show on that I can get on my TiVo.
Yep, exactly.
That they couldn't do streaming like that anymore.
Because they try to legislate that stuff.
And
out. They try
podcasts
to
don't
make-
even count.
The problem with all of these people are anytime they see music being used that they think someone has some technology edge on, they think there's profit in it, and that it's wrong that somebody is doing this cutting edge new technology and they're not making money off.
It's
it.
radio.
yeah,
That's seriously what they're
like, how can we pimp? Like, how can we,
It's like,
They're
well,
like
they're
just
using-
jacking,
they're using
they're
our
just jacking the prices though. You need to do that.
right.
It's
then
going from
so
like
they,
fractions of a
so
penny to
they
like,
get lawyers involved, and lawyers, of course, their job is to get as much money for you as possible, and so they set these recommend these ridiculously high prices, and they do all the accounting.
Well, there
of
was
it.
one of the stations, independent stations, I think in New York, said it would cost them $1 million more a year to do it. And there's no way they
can't
could do
that
it
shit.
the way they had done it. No way. We're getting $1 million.
Right.
Ooh, I'll conjure out of my pocket independent radio station that's streaming.
So they end up.
It's
shooting
going to
themselves-
crush independent
Right,
radio.
they end up shooting themselves in the foot, and they don't make any money off of it. I mean, they make money
No,
off of a few
they
people.
create gigantic
Yeah, right.
companies that do it,
They
and
put it
no
all in
one
the hands.
else
No, you're
does
right.
it.
It puts it all in the hands of like the
It makes
clear
it.
channels.
It's
and
just
all
like
the,
it does the exact same thing to
Yeah.
streaming that it does.
Yeah,
To
and it's like, and nobody. I mean, who the fuck listens to that shit?
that's what I'm saying. It destroys it. It just,
Yeah.
like they don't know.
Because it's like then it's like all fucking AOL radio and bullshit like that.
And then the last thing I think we have is the president of Gambia is an asshole.
Okay.
He just said he had a magic potion. He's giving it to people. They made it out of herbs that he got from his family, and he gives it to them out of a syrup jar or syrup
Are
container.
you serious?
And it cures them of AIDS. Woo! I'm president of Gambia. Magic serum.
Okay.
You want to test it? No way. You can't test it. I'm not giving you in. Ooh, president of Gambia.
What?
Cure AIDS with my magic syrup. Made out of herbs.
that's not much different than a whole, bigger part or another chunk of Africa where they say it's like
Oh, there's all kinds of.
they just say that it doesn't exist.
Why does the
or-
president get to
Oh
say
no,
that?
no.
There are people who got kicked out of the
no.
country because they said that this needed to be
If you had
scientifically
Dude,
evaluated.
there's all kinds of horrible misinformation, and like in a lot of African countries, like if you have AIDS and if you have sex with a virgin, it'll cure it.
Mhm.
Boy, that really helps the problem.
They need
doesn't
to
it?
have sex with a tree.
So a lot of young girls get raped and get AIDS.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, good idea.
Yeah,
AIDS guys.
it's so messed up.
But yeah, when the president's saying stupid stuff like that. I mean, our president says global warming. All right, what is that? And it doesn't talk about it. But he doesn't.
I don't know,
He
that's-
doesn't come out and say that. Like,
That's-
drink my magic serum I made. It will cure you of AIDS.
Yeah, you're right. But
This makes you feel a little bit better about Bush. Bush is a horrible
I
president.
don't think it does that though,
Yeah,
man.
but does it make you feel better about Bush?
No, I don't think it makes it because
He
we're,
doesn't make.
we're sort of the best. We're kind of like one of these rich, well-educated countries. And
Hey, don't look down on Gambia.
we're not supposed to fall
You
for.
ever lived in Gambia?
We're not supposed to fall for things like Oh, that was the other thing about Gonzalez, by the way.
He's a douchebag.
What? And another reason, he
Roman's a douchebag.
got Bush to. This was the investigation that was going to be for the NSA wiretapping case. There's going to be an investigation. So Gonzalez is about to be Attorney General. Bush, or Gonzalez is Attorney General. Bush,
boom,
Gonzalez says to Bush, "Hey, we can't do this investigation if you don't give the agents the security clearance to do it."
Yeah.
What?
And so Bush does not authorize their security clearance so they can get to classified information
They cannot.
regarding the NSA and their wiretapping practices. So if you don't have the security clearance, you can't do an investigation.
So they're not allowed to investigate that?
So
then
Bush shut down...
The NSA never gets investigated. They're secret, super evil.
So Gonzalez shut down an investigation that would have ended up pointing at himself because he originally authorized the whole thing to happen.
But he was in the NSA?
He gave the NSA the...
So basically the
he's this tall, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's like 4 foot tall.
Yeah.
The government's like, this problem really just got lost and we don't know about it.
The Attorney General canceled an investigation on himself.
Right.
Killed an investigation on himself.
I think the last thing, we mentioned a little bit of this earlier with you, JamesBrianGraves.com.
Yep.
This is the epitome of what blogging is about.
Absolutely.
Josh of Nodfast.com.
Check it out. That's a pretty powerful review.
Triple thumbs up your nose.
Yeah, well, it doesn't get any more real than somebody adjusting to a new, completely different culture.
But you were talking about the party, and I read the...
Yeah, what was the party? I saw the lead up to the party. What was the party?
Cool.
I missed it.
There's just people sitting around talking till like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
They ate dinner at like midnight. And no alcohol, no ladies.
Yeah.
You're like, what is this? Are we 10?
And that's what they...
That's what it feels like in the...
And basically, isn't that what they normally do, except not as late?
I guess.
A party is doing that all night?
He says that they keep telling him to bring beer next time.
What?
Yeah.
Are they joking?
Yeah, they're joking.
Yeah, they're joking.
You stab him in the face. He does.
No, I don't think they're joking.
Really?
They really want beer.
Yeah,
Is he allowed? They're not allowed to have beer, though, in the country.
They're not.
They
probably do a lot of stuff that they're not allowed to do.
Right, exactly.
I bet people make moonshine or something, or they smuggle beer in.
Well, that's what Brian was saying. He was like, I don't think that they understand that they could probably just make it. If they really wanted to.
Right. It's not that hard.
If he made beer, though, would someone kill him?
They would, dude. If they got found out, they'd be fucked.
like it's illegal. Like it's not. Like it's not like have you law.
That's like manufacturing
jail.
weapons of mass corruption. As far as Islam law, I'm sure goes.
You're saying you're not supposed to wear shorts?
I don't know. I mean,
not outside the compound.
It's weird. Right. It's weird. I don't know what
is
would
this
happen.
a custom or is it like a law?
I don't know. Or
because alcohol is a law.
What did you just say?
What?
Custom or a law?
As a custom or as a law?
Yes.
Right. Exactly.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of like where's the distinction?
Custom law?
Yeah.
It's our customary law. And our customary punishment is to behead you.
He's seen people wear shorts in his compound.
Yeah,
sure.
I feel weird I was in the school subbing and people be like something about my hat. I'd be like, what? Oh, a hat. I have a hat on. Like, oh yeah, there's no hats. God, it's cool. Principal told me what that. Oh, it's like
that's what they say in France too. No head stuff.
You're like, what?
You can't have head stuff.
How about
or a cross or a Star David? Or
how about what about the little kids that have just like had chemotherapy? They get to wear hats?
No, they have to wear a bubble on their whole head. It says "Viva la France!"
Seriously,
they have to wear a hat made out of cheese.
Because if you're doing that shit, then all right.
Well, stay tuned with weird fingery quotes around it.
For the Tech
Notifier, which is 1 year old this episode.
Woohoo! Happy anniversary.
Yay.